loves, welcome to Fifth Dimension. So for today's reading, I'm going to be pulling guidance messages for where your spirit is nudging you towards, as well as what you can't see from your perspective, okay? So this is intended to be a mini reading, however, I will pull as many messages as I feel guided towards. So for pile number 1, we have the Amethyst Quartz. For pile number 2, we have Pyrite. And for pile number 3, we have Obsidian. As always, loves, choose whichever you feel most guided towards, and if that's more than one pile, I would trust that. I'll see you at your reading, loves. Hi, pile number 1. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this Amethyst Quartz, then you're at the right place. Sorry. All right. So I pulled from 2 decks. This energy deck is going to be where your spirit is nudging you towards, and then the other deck will be messages, which you got 3, as far as what you can't see about the situation. Okay, so your spirit is nudging you towards the door to spirit. It feels like spiritual purpose, spiritual opportunity. Doing some kind of light work is what I'm strongly getting, or getting you to open yourself up to collaborations. For some of you, I'm getting, I feel like collaborative energy in co-creation within the spiritual community is very strongly being guided at this time. So if you do consider yourself some type of light worker, some type of spiritual worker of any kind, right? You may be, well, how do I word this? My vocabulary is not coming through today. You may be experiencing inspiration to create with others, some type of, yeah, I just feel like it's important for, specifically when it comes to things that you feel guided to collaborate on, because I see all these like little orbs, and it's giving me like light workers, and it's giving me like the doors being opened, and it's calling in many, right? It's calling in those that are in the right frequency to pick up on whatever it is that the universe is. I'm getting sort of like, you know, the way that I'm seeing it sort of like an orientation. And I know that seems silly, but I see it like at the beginning of the year when I was teaching, that you would have like orientations or like meetings, or what do they call it, trainings, where everybody comes together because there's like sort of like instructions being given, and then therefore then they, you know, you're granted the knowledge, and then you go off to disperse it. And that's sort of what I'm getting. So please only take that if it resonates. I went way off on that. What you can't see about the situation is Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. Yeah, this is impulses that you're getting. You're feeling the need to do something. You're feeling like it's something that's going and playing out in your head, and you can see it playing out. The more and more that you think about whatever it is that you feel guided towards, the more you can see it unraveling, the more it feels right, is sort of what I'm getting. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you, beside you. And we have Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? This is intense. Well, mind you that I did, well, no, this one didn't have to be a spiritual card. This deck is mostly like spiritual messages, but the fact that all of these came out, and it just sort of feels like you have powerful purpose. Those double P's coming through. You have powerful purpose in this lifetime, pile number 1. I feel like there may have been a lot of build up to get to this point. I feel like, yeah, you've been journeying. You've been journeying a good minute, and then it's sort of like you just kept going. And it's a good thing because you're like, I'm hearing the forerunner, frontliner, what is it called? Forerunner. I don't know what that means, but I'm hoping that that's the right word. In order to go and prepare, in this case, the way that I felt it, like sort of like an orientation, like you're in the lead. Look at how this person, look at how she's just like, oh, I've been traveling, I've been traveling, I've been traveling. All right, I came through here, then I popped into there, and I walked up these stairs, and I walked down this hall, and you've just been there solo, on your own, not having, and I've gotten this message before, or like felt the same energy, pile number 1, where it's just sort of like you're on your own. There's nobody to ask. There's nobody anywhere to say, hey, am I going the right way? You know, how much longer till, you know, something makes sense? There's literally no one out there. It's completely abandoned. And that is this idea of light workers, right? What you are set out to do is to bring back all the knowledge, to bring back all the wisdom. The wisdom is the better thing, not the knowledge. The knowledge is available. It's the wisdom that's gone missing. To bring back the wisdom that has been in the Akasha, if you will, available for us to tap into, except that apparently these hallways of wisdom were abandoned at some point in our collective, and I mean collective as a whole, entire ecosystem of Earth, in our collective, at some point abandoned the wisdom teachings, if you will, or just tapping into the wisdom that's readily available to every single person. Doesn't matter where you're from, doesn't matter how much you have, doesn't matter anything, race, nothing. Every single one of us, education especially, because I feel like that's a huge thing in the spiritual community, that I would like to correct, is this idea that you need to go to someone in order to tap into guidance, to tap into wisdom, to be taught. But the truth is, we all have access to everything that anybody could potentially know, and our own unique way of bringing that out of the Akasha and expressing it into this world, such as tarot readers, you know, being able to, in their unique way. How do tarot readers work? Well, they pull from the Akasha, but they also pull from their own experiences, right? It's like using all of the gathered experiences of the person that the divine, the universe, God, Gaia, whatever you want to call it, uses to relay messages by accessing our own memories and using whatever it is that we know, whatever we have an understanding of, to be able to relay a message of guidance. That's why sometimes I bring up SpongeBob, because it's in my database. That's why another reader might bring up gardening. That's why another reader might bring up whatever it is that's in their database to be used, is being used. And I feel like a lot of you probably are tarot readers in this pile, because it feels like there's something that you're doing that's like you walked off into a path. Like, here's the path that everybody's walking, right? In the spiritual community. Oh, did I go off? Yes, I went off, and I wanted to correct that. No, I made my point that everybody has the capacity to tap in. It's not about like what retreats you can go to, or what yogi you may have studied under, or where in Tibet or which mountain you meditated at. Those are all beautiful things, and I don't mean to mock. If you've done those things, hell yeah, like, you're awesome, and I am so jealous of you being able to have that experience, okay? But it's not to say that everybody else doesn't have the capacity to experience those same profound moments and access that same wisdom on their own, in their own damn neighborhood, in their own backyard, in their own living room, in their own bedroom. You know what I mean? We all have access to it. And so I feel like you've tapped in. Like I said, you were walking down the hall and everybody's going in this hallway, and all of a sudden you're just like, hey, what's over there? Sort of started tapping into other things that other people were not really paying attention to. And so there you are, off in the unknown, tapping into abandoned things, abandoned wisdom, and bringing it into our collective consciousness again, okay? That's what it feels like. It feels like they're opening the doors again. And you are one of the students. You're one of the students, pile number 1. Over here with Keepers of the Earth, I feel like this is like a whole lifetime lineage, like meant to be, in other words, like literally written in the stars, and literally having all of the support of your passed on loved ones, specifically those from generations behind that were tapping into and accessing and living a life in tune with the environment around them, okay? I really feel like they are guiding you back to this, which was always within, right? Let me get you some tarot cards really quick and then close you off, okay? So Spirit is nudging you into going to be a forerunner for the collective, whatever that is, especially if it's out of the box, and you're saying, but nobody's done that before. That is something you need to go towards, okay? Especially those ideas. None of this repeating and regurgitating other knowledge, other wisdom, other stuff. Like, yes, it's good to spread the knowledge out there for more people to have access, but it's also important to trust what it is that you're being guided to do, especially if it is to go a new route and bring in not new wisdom, but renewally bringing it back, okay? We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Empress. One more, please. And we have the Magician. Yep. Beautiful energy right here. All major arcana. So Empress energy, beautiful divine feminine, completely in tune. That's you. That's you too. The Magician, the Empress, completely in tune with energy, and because of this strong alignment that you have with subtle shifts and changes in energy, I feel like right now is why you're being called, is why you've been chosen, if you will, is why you're tapping into what you're tapping into, is why I feel like you are getting creative inspiration, but in coming from a spiritual place, okay? And then with the Wheel of Fortune here, with this little guy always being blindfolded, it always just gives me like sort of feeling like you're not sure where you're headed, right? But things are moving along fast and you're just like going in a speeded motion towards the unknown, and that's okay. That's understandable if that's what you're feeling, okay? But your guides definitely do want you to know that you are absolutely on the right path, and to continue, especially when you get those nudges that are outside of anything that you've seen, anything that anybody else is putting out there. Those are those things that you need to do, because you're the forerunner, okay? Others will follow. I keep on getting this message. I've been getting it for weeks now in different piles, but it's about taking the lead. Taking that first step, and others will follow, okay? Especially if you're like, what it is that you're seeing is not immediate support of your ideas, if it's not immediate success, as however you identify success in your own way, which also I think we need to shift that, okay? I'm shifting the idea of success as far as like monetary, and I'm switching the idea of success for myself, at least, to my level of happiness. My level of happiness determines my level of success in my eyes from this point on. And right now, let me tell you, I'm so successful. JK. But anyways, that's what I got for you, pile number 1. I hope this resonated with you. I hope that you trust your continue, not to trust. You've already been doing it. I hope you continue to trust your intuition and bring beautiful things into this world. All right, loves? Until we vibe again. Hi, pile number 2. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this pyrite, then you're at the right place. So, your main energy is what you're being nudged towards. This other energy is what you don't see about the situation. So we have card 34 with door to personal healing and happiness. I've come to learn that when my flame starts to create a boil in my candle, especially during readings, which has been happening a lot lately, yeah, it is catching bad energy that's being directed at me. But that's okay. We have Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So door to personal healing and happiness is being opened for you. I feel like you're probably going to resonate with pile number 1 because it sort of feels like taking a leading role. Really embodying priestess, empress, divine feminine energy, right? Holding an infinite amount of compassion for those in your life, and vibrating unconditional love throughout your space, throughout your environment, throughout, like, creating a ripple of it is sort of what I'm getting. Yeah, it feels soft, it feels warm, it feels very vibrant. I feel like your fire is fiery at this time. Pile number 2. And I can definitely resonate with that. I'm in full-bodied Empress mode. I am birthing like nobody's business. All right, what do we need to know? 3 main messages, please, for pile number 3. What do they need to know? All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Spirit. Look at Spirit giving us a cute little pile number 2. What do they call it? They're gassing us up. Okay, never mind. I spoke too soon. I was gonna say they're gassing us up with all this beautiful messages telling us how we're awesome right now. We have the Star, card number 17. Oh, I forgot about that. Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Pyrite, but I was excited because it's card number 17, which, yeah, it's a gold star. It's a big, super, ultra, mega gold star for me. We have the Queen of Cups, which is, yep, that beautiful feminine energy. Did I not just say you were warm and holding space of unconditional love? That is literally, and compassion. That's the Queen of Cups for you. That is what you're vibrating out. And like I said, it feels super, ultra, mega feminine. This is not gender specific. This is about an energy that is being vibrated out of just such pure love, and it would be experienced as kindness, enthusiasm, excitedness, joy. That is what you are putting out there, okay? But we do have the 2 of Swords, which may have something to do with the boil of, I was going to say the boil of the oil, the boil of the thing. Okay, there's some sort of conflict or some sort of energy being directed. That's for some of you. Only take that if it resonates. But I'm also getting like blocked, protected. I'm hearing all those things. Energy being directed at you being blocked and you being protected. All right. Please clarify the 2 Yeah, your success is assured. Insured? Assured. Assured. Your success is assured. Door to personal healing and happiness. In pile number 1, I just finished saying that the success, because I keep on hearing success. And I had literally closed off pile number 1 by saying that I myself have redefined what success is for me personally, which it used to be like some sort of title, some sort of status, some sort of like perception in society. I used to hold my value of success in that way, as well as like with monetary, like the house, the car, the blah blah, right? But the big but now I feel that I have been defining lately the idea of success with my level of happiness, which is coming out very vibrantly in this reading, okay? Your level of happiness, pile number 2, is radiating, is what I'm hearing. It's very golden, but like a rose gold is sort of what your aura is giving me right now. It's like a rose gold, and it's so beautiful, and it has like sparkle, chrome sparkles in it. That's me just adding that just to be extra, but it is very rose gold, and it feels very brilliant and vibrant and warm, but not, or maybe for some people too bright. What is this Knight of Swords? This feels like movement, energy, but opportunity. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. I was only supposed to get 3, but since your reading came out kind of short, I was just like, let me just keep going. It's pretty straightforward. Your guides are nudging you directly towards your own happiness. And I'm hearing success is literally hand in hand with that. Your happiness and your success are hand in hand. You will be receiving them at the exact same time. You may already been getting glimpses, or you may already be thriving in the rainbow that is your happiness and success, okay? There is a little bit friction energy that I said, but if that's any like challenges that you may be experiencing, or just, you know, like non-supportive people, remember, you're being protected. Like this divine energy of unconditional love. Oh my God, yes. I've been doing pink bubbles on myself for a few months now, but I feel like I'm getting better at them. That sounds so dumb, right? When I say it out loud like that. I just picture like a lizard blowing his ugly little neck pink bubble. Yeah, that's not what I've been doing. Y'all are gonna be so grossed out by me. Thinking I blow throat bubbles. I do not. All right, I'm done. I'm sorry. But yes, I've been visualizing pink, brilliant bubbles protecting me. In some cases, sometimes I do it to protect my entire home, but usually just for me, right? It's an easier way of narrowing down the energy. And this pink bubble of high vibrational compassion and love for myself is protecting me. I've had very, very big evidence of it protecting me, and yeah, so I think that you are just in vibrating that energy. You're unconsciously doing what I've been doing and creating a pink bubble around you that is bouncing off anything that does not serve you. It's making it almost impossible for what is the word? I'm just hearing an impenetrable fortress. It's making it impossible for I don't know, I can't think of the word, but in other words, yeah, negative energy has no access to you. The end. What do we need to know about this Knight of Swords? Please be very clear about what we need to know. Ow, I just hit my elbow. We have the Ten of Swords, Knight of Swords, quickly closing off the cycle, or the cycle coming to an end fairly quickly. And then we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is abundance. The King of Pentacles is success. The King of Pentacles is feeling like all that and a fancy bag of chips, right? Is that where you're leading to? Closing off a cycle, a heavy cycle quickly, and moving into the King of Pentacles energy. Or this could also be a separate person, since we do have a queen and a king. Take that, whichever one resonates with you. If not, then just leave it, okay? Let me get one last one on that. Tell me about the king. We have the wheel, which came out in pile number 1. So I definitely think it resonates with that. And then we have the 9 of Wands. Yeah, that's definitely going to resonate. It just feels like sort of things are moving at a very fast rate. It's almost like there's just a lot going on for you. I feel pile number 2. And it's sort of just like, you know, it's been a little bit of a challenge. But I don't think it's anything that you're not, that you were not capable and have been capable of handling. But needless to say that it has been overwhelming or tiring, or just, you know, a need to make sure that you are refilling your cup, which you are. That's not even a thing. One more message to close off. We have the 3 of Wands and the 2 of Cups. Yeah, that's to clarify. For some of you, that is a connection that will be moving forward. A connection that you've been wanting, or just in general, wanting a connection and it coming. Yes. We had a boil again. Look at that stanky energy getting burnt. Gone. We have door to personal healing and happiness. And I feel like, remember I said that this may be success and happiness put together. So this may actually just be like a whole... Ew, what was I going to say? Enchilada. Who's thinking about enchiladas? JK. Yeah, it's literally the whole package. You're getting the whole package. The healing, the happiness, the success, the love. This message has been coming out for a minute now too. So some of you guys are like in an established connection that just wasn't moving forward into some sort of union. It could actually be like a union, right? Something worth celebrating, like some sort of elevation or some sort of commitment. For others of you, if you do not have a person, it could be meeting somebody that's coming in with the 3 of Wands, okay? But needless to say, I feel like you've been in the process of closing off a cycle for a while now. It feels, I would say it's been a process of a few months, if not to even over a year, of closing off a tough cycle. Yeah, I'm seeing the card from the Moonology that says, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Something, it's a Capricorn energy. Yeah, I see that one in my mind. So yeah, you've been closing off a tough cycle and you're about to move into the store. With the rainbow and the bird and the lotuses and the peacocks. Oh my. That's what I got for you, pile number 2. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please let me know. Let me know how in the comments. And don't forget to like. I keep on forgetting to say all that stuff. Until we vibe again. Hi, pile number 3. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this black obsidian, then you're at the right place. For whatever reason, I can't get that song out of my head, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, and I just had to say it because as soon as I started recording, I just kept on hearing it replay in my head. Bitch don't kill my vibe. Bitch don't kill my vibe. So that may be your vibe right now, pile number 3. Alright. Oh, okay, maybe that's not your vibe, okay? We have card 23 with all tied up. This could be either blockages or just restriction. Resistance. That's what I meant to say, not restriction. Oh, it could be restriction too, though. Something restricting you. Anyways, overview. Wait, why am I lost? I keep on going back to that song. This is what you don't see. Okay? So you're experiencing some sort of like stall. inability to move forward on, or just move forward, right? Doesn't have to be on anything, but just move forward. We have dance with life, do something to change your energy, and mintakan, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. You're longing to dance with life, however, you're being held back. There's something restricting you from being able to dance with life, and dance with life just means be playful, have fun, do what you want to do, right? Enjoy. That's what dancing with life is just like living it from a place of gratitude, despite all the bullshit that comes with every single day, right? Finding the things to be grateful for. So please explain to me what this all tied up is about. Why do I feel heavy energy? We have the Four of Wands, so that's good news. It looks like it's something to be happy about, but yet there's restriction. Please clarify. We have the Three of Wands, which just came out in pile number 2. We have the Eight of Cups, so walking away, restriction. Being restricted from something that would bring you happiness. Why can't you move forward? Explain the Eight of Cups. What's going on? The Moon. Something that's hidden. Something that... maybe lack of information. Lack of information to be able to gauge. But it feels like sadness. You really want this. Longing for home. The Eight of Cups. Both of these are giving me like, I just want that. It would make me fulfilled. But yet there's something that's hidden. There's something that's not being shown, not being said, not being acknowledged, not being discussed. Explain the Moon, please. What is the Moon representing for pile number 3? Feels like the Moon is the cause of the restriction. The Empress. Explain the Empress. The Queen of Wands. Give me more about pile number 3's energy. Please give me... they're in the Ten of Pentacles. What? This is so confusing. You're all tied up from moving to something that would be your Ten of Pentacles. But I can't access what the reason is. I just know that whatever it is will bring you the feeling of home. Will bring you the feeling of being nurtured. Of being loved. Of being seen. Of being... you feel pulled towards something that would bring you a lot of inspiration, a lot of passion, a lot of... yeah. Why does pile number 3 always have to get me all discombobulated? Alright. This feels like this is what you want. But for whatever reason... there's this little sad energy. Well, it's not a little sad energy. It's actually a big ass fucking heavy sad energy. But I like to diminish it so that I don't have to feel it in that way. Tell me what I need to know. Please be very clear about what I need to know in order to offer guidance to pile number 3, please. Five of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cup. Okay, there's one offer wanting to be made again to this feminine. There's a feminine energy. Somebody that makes you feel very nurtured, somebody that makes you feel very loved, somebody that you're very passionate about, somebody that you feel very pulled to, somebody that inspires you, somebody that is on your mind. Heavily on your mind. It doesn't have to be a feminine, but it's bringing heavy feminine energy, right? As far as like gender. It could just be somebody who makes you feel this way. It feels like mom, feels like home, feels like, yeah, just safety is what it feels like. Love. I could keep going on and on with the words, but that's what the offer is, wanting to be made. But why is all the... Okay, so yes, you want this. It would be your Ten of Cups. It would make you happy. It would be your Four of Wands. You want to move towards it. You would love to dance with it. However, there's sadness involved with this also. There's feelings of loss with this. There's feelings of potentially rejection. Maybe this is an ex that you've left and want back. Sorry I said it like that. I'm just like, ew, why would anybody want their ex? Just kidding. That's such an asshole. JK, don't come for me. I don't know what's going on with my brain, but it's Ten of Swords. The ending of something. A lot of pain involved, but I don't understand. What specifically are they being guided to do? How about just tell me that? Are they being guided to not pursue? Or are they being guided to pursue? Oh no, you're being guided to pursue. So what's stopping? What's... You don't have a car? Do you need a ride? Pound number 3. You're being pushed. They're like pushing you. They like sent a limo for you. What does pound number 3 need to hear in order to get into the limo? Oh, that was fast. They want you to know that you're going to be very happy. Okay. What else? To put your defenses down? Okay, we're getting somewhere. What else about the Seven of... I was going to say Swords. King of Cups. Put your defenses down and... Oh my god, this is like a clear message all of a sudden with all the freaking Queen energy. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups showing up with love. We have the Queen, the Empress, another Queen. We have a King, an Emperor. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't see that. We have the Emperor and the Empress and the Four of Wands. OMG, twin flame. Yes. Oh, okay, yeah. That explains all this. That's totally, yeah, twin flamey. For sure. Yeah. Okay, so you may have experienced multiple cycles with this twin flame that may have each or all or some created conflict, created sadness, created triggers, big triggers. I sort of get like a fluffing up my feathers. This, yeah, that's super twin flamey. Very triggered, bringing everything from the past to the surface. And it's sort of just like, yeah, it becomes overwhelming. It puts that whole dynamic of the runner and chaser, the pulling back of the energy, the hot, the cold, the in, the out, the this, the that, the wanting and longing, but not being able to take action because there's debilitating fear. Your guides are telling you to just do it. Now, whether you're going to be able to push past all of this heavy energy is another thing, right? That's for each person to figure for themselves. Pile number 3, but that's what I'm being told to tell you. To put down the defenses and take action, that you're going to be happy. This is your twin flame, in case you needed that confirmed. Let me actually pull a message. Right? Yes. Okay. Just to close off your energy, you're being guided to take action. The restriction is, I feel like it's all you. Like you're the one that tied yourself up. I'm sure there are sort of outside circumstances as well, because it did feel like there was a lot of different layers of restriction. So some of it might be mental, some of it might be emotional, some of it might be like healing that needs to be done, some of it might be, you know, just a lot going on and having like restrictions in, I'm hearing finances for some of you, but also just like having a heavy load of responsibility. And that all coming into play, but your guides, despite that, and here's the thing, when it comes to divine timing and you feel guided to do something despite the fact that you may have like a whole ass schedule with no breaks in between, but yet when your guides are guiding you, it's divine timing. It's like certain opportunities that if you miss them, it's sort of like you have to go on a detour before you can access the road again, is sort of what I'm hearing. This feels overwhelming. Pile number 3. Message from your person. I've thoroughly imagined what life would be like if we came together in union. That's from your person, okay? I just thought I would get that for you. I'm hearing get one more. Look at you, pile number 3, getting all these messages. Message from pile number 3's person. What do they need to hear? I love how you nurture me in a way I've never felt before. Yeah, that's that Empress, Emperor energy. Is just, yeah, it's super twin flamey. If you don't resonate with that term, then soulmate, soul love, divine love, soul connection, it's all the same. When it's not the same thing, okay? Don't come for me. It's not the same thing, but it's similar in that it is a soul energetic magnetic connection, okay? It's very powerful. But yeah, that's what I got for you, pile number 3. Good luck with this heavy energy. I do recommend getting yourself some rest and a good cleanse. However it is that you cleanse your energy, I do highly recommend it at this time. Okay, that's what I got for you, pile number 3. Until we vibe again.